Hello, everybody. Welcome to Walking Purpose. This is episode 4. I am here with one of my best friends in my life. He's actually done a lot for me, far as my mental health, far as just the man I am today, pretty much. My best friend, my big brother, Lawrence.
Yes,
Feel free
sir.
to introduce yourself, what you got going on, and anything you want to say.
Okay. Hey, my name is Lawrence Durden. I work for the federal government right now. Married with 3 kids, and yeah, he's my boy. He's my boy. He's my little bro. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's how we roll with it.
Uh-huh.
You know, do a lot of things together, which is great. Immortal fitness.
Awesome. So my first question is, I always ask whoever I'm interviewing, pretty much, what's your state of mind of what's going on, as far as the virus, as far as America, as far as like your growth, pretty much on this process. Like, how do you feel?
Man, this is interesting. This is something that we've never ever gone through before. To be honest, as far as the virus is concerned, let's start with that.
Mm-hmm.
Virus is something we've never gone through before. Funny enough, it's been predicted already by Nostradamus that
Wow.
Queen Corona was going to pop up her head and it was going to change the economy forever.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't understand what that really means, and a lot of people are not going to take advantage of what's happening. I mean, yes, it's going to be bad for people. You have to change your thinking. I change your heart. You know what I mean? So for me, it's an opportunity. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand. This is the time when you're going to purchase silver.
Okay.
I don't like that. Purchase gold, but real talk, you can purchase silver right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a website where there's no minimum to purchase. So you don't have to go and have $3,500 just to purchase. You can start off and just purchase $100, $200, even $20.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you purchase $500, there's no shipping fee.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make a sale form or anything like that. That's why I didn't make their name. But if somebody wants to know, you hit me up on Instagram.
That's a good point. Yeah. People need that knowledge, pretty much. Like you said, this is the perfect time for growth.
Perfect time for growth.
A lot of people didn't have that free time. I'm one of them. Working 12 hours, 13 hours, didn't have that free time to work on your goals. It's perfect time where I launched this, so it's perfect time to grow.
I'm real proud of this, bro.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Thanks, appreciate that. So this kind of goes into my next question, as far as growth, and how would you flip it in a positive mindset for the person who's feeling like down, feeling frustrated, feeling overwhelmed? You're looking at the news, looking at social media. What's your advice would you give them to have a better outlook on life, pretty much?
Oh man, you gotta understand. At the top of us being shut down, just as we were getting shut down, my father died of cancer.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. I had to deal with that and internalize that. The fact that we still haven't had a funeral yet because we're still at home. The thing is, though, is I got a chance to reflect a lot more. Being able to be home. I've got a chance to actually reflect on everything that me and my dad has been through from the time we weren't seeing each other at all, and then to the time where I actually got a chance to start talking to him, seeing him, getting to know him, and just be happy about the good times that I had with him. The other thing is I'm home with my family, and I get a chance to chill with my kids and my wife and really connect with other friends on a whole different level just because I got more free time. Now, granted, I am working still, and I have days where I'm working harder at home for my job than I was at my job.
Wow.
Where I work all night long.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I can do it, and it's more leisure for me. It's easier for me to do, and there's no stress of that traffic is ridiculous. Going from Akakeek to DC is crazy.
Boy.
Really. But I'm home. I got a nice crib. I get to see my kids. I see them all day long now. I can help direct them. I can pour more. I'm able to pour more into my kids in these 3.5, 4 months than I do most years, because of the fact that by the time I get home, I'm exhausted. I don't want to be bothered a whole lot of times. But I mean, I talk to them and do what I do, but it's just to have this state of mind of being more comfortable is way better. You know what I mean? I didn't get a chance to talk about stuff that's going on as far as I won't say our demonstrations that are happening right now, but those are is a necessary thing to do. And I've already put on Facebook a couple times that kneeling peacefully didn't work because of what happened to Kaepernick. You know what I mean? They blackballed him, and all he was trying to do was make people aware, stop this police brutality that's been happening by these few cops.
Right.
Because the problem is cops that aren't stopping it, that's a problem. And then the chiefs above those cops aren't stopping it, so that's a problem. So because these cops feel that they should do it, really feel blessed that they're still alive and that their families are still alive, even though they've killed many and countless of our families' lives.
Yeah.
Because if we wanted revenge for all of the things that have been happening, it would be a real problem. But no, we just wanted to stop, you know? Now, to stop some of this stuff, yes, some of those cops probably need something a little more severe than just losing their job. Actually, they, you know, but how would they feel once their sons and their daughters or their wives or their mothers or their fathers were killed?
Right.
Every single time one of them killed one of us. Period. How would they feel?
Yeah.
But no one's taking that as an option yet.
Good point.
You know,
that's an excellent point. Because when it first happened, I remember one day in particular, I was in a bit of rage.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where I'm in tears, because the way I see it is that could be me, that could be you, that could be your wife, that could be my fiance, one of our moms. It's so frustrating every single time, you know.
But here's the thing: we wake up with this problem since from the time we're aware of the racial inequalities that we live with on a daily basis. That's what we wake up with having to face every day.
That's a fact.
I heard a quote that this is the land of the home. This is the home of the free, the land of the free, home of the brave, right? So Caucasians get to wake up free. We wake up every day brave. It's brave for us just to step out the door every day. At any point in time, any of us, no matter what your stature is, we can be killed.
That's true.
And no one's going to get real, and we're not going to get real justice for it. Unlike what happens with them. And I have nothing against Caucasians. You know, I have a lot of friends that are Caucasian. You know, that statement. But the thing is that when you step out and then people have no regard for what's really going on, like the people doing the kneel challenge, the neck kneel challenge and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those people have created a whole thing where, what if they got hunted down and then someone did a neck challenge on each of them the right way?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's just something I'm putting out there. Our whole thing is, though, I have to wake up every day knowing that I got to raise my boys in a way. One, it can't be pushovers, but at the same time, they can't speak out too much because I don't want them being beaten and killed by the cops.
Wow.
That shouldn't be something I got to think about.
Yeah.
So a lot of us, like me growing up, a lot of us were beaten really, really bad by our parents just so we can act right when it came down to when we have to start dealing with cops later on. Now, it's horrible, you know. Now, granted, my father was a cop, but even still, that didn't mean much because me being black did not matter. Cops still came at me for no reason. Still draw guns on me, and all I was doing was at a telephone booth one time. Period. Because I looked like somebody that stabbed.
Yeah. And you know what the sad part is? It's like the sad part is, like, for one, right? I have no criminal record whatsoever. And I'm not saying it to brag, right? But going outside, none of that matters. You know?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
To them, you're the
same crazy.
Just killed somebody one day, or my fault. You're that guy that has black skin. I'm sorry. You're a criminal. And that's how it's looked at.
Yeah, it's a lot of racial tension. And I recently had to deal with an issue when one of the guys, I don't know if you saw it on Facebook. I'm just gonna put it out there pretty much. One of my friends on Facebook, right? Long story short, I used to mentor him when I was first starting Immortal Fitness, pretty much, right?
Right.
And he's like, "Hey, bro, I love what you're doing. Can you mentor me? Give me advice." Okay, cool. You know, give him a little advice. Okay, don't give up. All that type of stuff, right? I guess there was a disagreement on the post on Facebook, right? Long story short, he goes in my inbox and saying, "Hey, Negro, go back to Africa." And yeah, that was my face too. And it's so frustrating because it's like you have this boldness now with people.
Right. It's
I
like
feel like you can stay wherever you want, and the person's forgetting that I know where you live at. I'm not going to do anything to him, but how dare you be so ignorant, It's just that behavior is getting ridiculous,
Social media gangsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you walk up one with 265, 255 with the 78-inch back.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to calm myself down.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And make a better choice. I said what I said to him. I said, I'm going to dress you once. This is what it is, and stuff like that. You realize, like, the unfortunate part is this has been going on for so long with our parents and parents. The only difference is there are smartphones.
Right.
And there's Facebook and there's Instagram and there's Twitter and that. That's the only difference.
The only difference.
And the scary part is, like, when I was a child, this is going on the whole time, and I wasn't aware. And the fact that you're telling me you got to raise your child a certain way to be aware. And I don't have kids yet, so I got to go for you for advice. Like, how do I – my next question, actually, for a parent who's raising their kids, whether they're single, married, whatever the case is, how do you keep the child aware of what's going on in America without having them being too afraid, pretty much? That makes sense.
You have to let them see it, but you also got to let them know where they come from. That's how they keep us ignorant. They don't let us know where they come from. Like, in school, I didn't learn about the Moors. They didn't teach us. I'm from Pittsburgh. They didn't teach about the Moors at all. They rather teach about they teach us about Muslims before they teach us about the Moors. Because that's how much they want to keep us in the dark, so to speak. You know what I mean? And want to make sure your kids know everything they possibly can, because they got to have ammunition. They got to understand how to do research. They got to understand how to make moves and how to speak. So, and it's not that speaking slang is a bad thing, but there's a time and a place to do it. You have to know when.
Got a code switch, right?
That, you know what I mean? A lot of younger people nowadays don't know how to switch it on and off, but you got to switch it on and off. You want to stay alive. You want to live get another day so that you can fight that later. You know what I mean? You want to be able to move forward your life, become successful, okay, and get to a point where, shoot, I don't even got to be around. Like right now, I got a 5,800 square foot house in an all-black neighborhood for the most part. I don't have to deal with the craziness. When cops come through here, they ask me, yes, sir. You understand? Now, granted, I go into certain other places, they're not going to say yes, sir. But when they see what I got going on here, I'm not dealing with that garbage. You know, I've been respected over here. You know what I mean? And those are not black cops.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't have to deal with the garbage. You move away from where all the garbage is happening in order for you to be comfortable. But if you don't make the money, then you're stuck. That will put you in a position where they got you on the farm. And you don't want to be on that farm.
No, you don't.
I mean, you want to come off of it. So that's what I'm all about as far as, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you're on your up and coming. We're going to work this thing out, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm talking to y'all about some investments. Make sure XRP, cryptos.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely will be advice on that. Yeah.
You know, that's which is the other thing I'm doing right now, because and that leads me into what I want to say real quick.
Sure.
Right now, I was introduced to insurance, and a lot of people don't think about getting insurance, and most of us as blacks don't get insurance. That's a problem. Where's the value on Black Lives Matter when there's no insurance on your life? If they're paying out insurance because the cop killed this one, that one, and the cop kills this one, that money talk. Period.
Mm-hmm.
They can't value us as people. They're gonna value us because we're a greenback. We got $1 million over our head. You know what I'm saying? We got 500,000 over our head. Something like that. All them businesses are going to talk, because insurance is a control factor in the world.
Right.
What you're going to do and what you're not going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's almost as big as the bank.
Yeah.
It keeps the stock market going through. You know.
Yeah, it's so much. It's so much to learn with that. Cause
a whole lot to learn, and that's why I'm learning it so I can sell it.
Yeah, so you can learn it, pass it on, and I can learn and pass it on to our people.
I talk about that too.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're not teaching this in school. They're not teaching how to build your credit. They're not teaching that.
Not at all. They're not teaching. They'll teach you that. Go ahead and save your money. Saving your money will not make you a millionaire ever. Banks are not giving you that much interest.
Yeah.
You have to make your money make money. You have to get residual income. You have to have, and in order for your money to become long, it has to grow. The money's not going to go to the bank because 0.05% is doing nothing for you. I had my money in the bank for a minute. I think I got 5 cents a year, maybe 8 cents a year. With as much money that goes through my bank account is ridiculous, but not on the big scale, but on a decent scale. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not going to grow that way.
Yeah. Speaking of growth, like I was saying to you before we got on here, I was just saying like far as what you did for me, far as helped me to get my mindset going pretty much. My next question is, have you ever faced any mental health challenges as far as depression, suicide, or anything? Or if you feel free to want to share that story to the audience.
Share that story? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Bear with me, okay? All right. So after I got married for my second marriage. Okay. Believe it or not, I'm a big guy. Because man's never really supposed to have to put his hands on a woman. Period.
Never. Right.
Should not. If she pulls a gun, pulls a knife, those are the exceptions to the rule because you're going to be assaulted and killed.
Right.
Life and situation. But I had an ex-wife who was actually abusive, and with that, you just can't do. And I felt like I was stuck in a situation I couldn't get out of. You know what I mean? So I gained a whole lot of weight. It was ridiculous, and I was going downhill real fast with that situation. Pulled away from my family, pulled away from all my friends, everybody. I even told certain friends, yo, I'm not going to talk to you right now. I didn't even talk to my daughter for a while because of that. Until I had to figure out that it was time to leave because this woman's going to bring me down. I would die from just being with her. You know what I mean? The stuff that she would do. And then she would lie on me. She used to lie to the cops on me. You know what I mean? Hit me. She bust my tires. Put a knife to my throat. You know what I'm saying? She break my stuff and then lied to the cops. To jail. So I had gone to jail for almost 8 months because of her. That was after I'd already left, but I had some tickets, and then she went ahead and lied to the lawyers and said he left and, laughed at it, whatever. After that, I was like, yo, I'm not coming back. It's never going to happen.
Right.
While I was in the middle on my come up, I had a really great job, and I was in training to become one of the store upper managers. I got arrested. And then I got reported down to the other state in Atlanta where I was at the time when all the craziness was happening with her. But there was a ticket that was on my car that I didn't know about, but it was supposed to have been paid already.
Yeah.
Which also led to the fact that I was on probation and the probation officer stopped contacting me. He just put a warrant for my arrest, and I was for weeks in jail. Lost my job. I was headed to make over $100,000 a year with that job, and just gone. Well, not cool. But I had to pull myself together. Started working out daily. Figured out a routine. I had my chest day, my leg day, back day, shoulders day, abs day, and I made sure that on Mondays I was doing 500 push-ups. Tuesdays I was doing about 600 crunches and sit-ups. Wednesday, 800 push-ups.
Yeah.
Thursday, I was doing 900 crunches and sit-ups. Fridays, I did 1,000 push-ups. And then Saturdays, I was doing 1,500 crunches and sit-ups. That was my routine. Sunday was my rest day. I might just walk.
Yeah.
Okay. Went from 240 down to 180 something pounds. I also had to put me on the what they call because the food is horrible here. They don't treat people right.
Okay? Oh yeah. Okay.
They don't treat you right.
Okay.
Food horrible, but the thing is, I had them put me on a high blood pressure diet. I was so distraught. My blood pressure shot through. It hasn't come down since.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? It never matters. But everybody that saw me was like, "Yo, what are you doing here?" So between doing all of that, I only worked out from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night. The rest of the time, it was my time to study. I was studying on what I was going to do next. I figured out that plan. It helped to get my endorphins going, get my mind right. It helped me to start thinking and focusing on what's going to be my next moves. What do I need to do?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, you become in tune. If you get yourself right, you focus in tune with everything going on around you. Everybody that's connected to you, you'll be connected to them even on the outside. So I was even connected to my girlfriend. Okay. While I was in, I had a dream. What did I dream? The worst dream you possibly can dream about your girlfriend. Now, and what made it so bad is the dream I had was a dream that actually was true, and it was on the exact same day.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be so mad because she did put like $3,000 out there for my move.
Yeah.
However, that was the end of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But she lied to me when I came out.
Yeah.
So do I get mad about it? I was a little heated. Was I depressed? Yes and no. It's just her excuse was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But I pushed through it. And I just bided my time. I finished up school because that was my goal. When I got out, I got my bachelor's degree. Right after my bachelor's degree, a week later, I was already starting my master's degree program, working on my MBA. So I'm in the middle of getting my MBA, and I allowed myself to get too involved with what she had going on. I saw my grade drop from an A to I got a C in a class, which is not a good thing. When you're in your MBA, you have to have a B average at least.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say that when I retook the class, I got like a low A because I told her, I said, I no longer want to be involved in your BS because there's no point. I already knew I was going to be leaving. I set her up so that she could have a business, my parting gift for her. And then I proceeded to go ahead and finish up my master's degree program.
Mm-hmm.
I graduated my my MBA in finance with honors.
Congrats.
Thank you. So now I have a good job. I got a nice house. I got a bright new wife, which is a wonderful blessing because she allows me to be me.
Yes.
And allows me to move forward and to make the moves that I need to make that help me to be.
Mm-hmm.
And we work it out,
Yeah.
So,
and that's the most important thing with having someone that allows you to be you.
To be you, no matter what it is.
Yes.
It allows you to be you.
Uh-huh.
And she, because my philosophies are a little off the wall sometimes, but she just rolls with the punches. Got some really interesting ways that I think.
Uh-huh.
And you gotta look at everything. A lot of things that are here in America, and I'm going back to some other things we're already talking about. You'll catch on in a second.
Mm-hmm.
That a lot of things that are taught to us as Black people in America, starting with slavery, okay? And I'm not dissing the Bible by no means. However, that Bible is the King James Version that was interpreted by 2 Caucasian men. The Bible was taught and focused in on keeping slaves as slaves. So why are so many of us so docile about what we do? Why are we not fighting more? Why did it take this long for this next generation to even step up the way we're stepping up now?
Yeah.
As huge as a situation as there is, this shouldn't have happened. This should have been gone.
Right.
But just like I'm watching, because we're American. We're in America. All of us are Americans. Period. We're born here, we're raised here, you're American. So regardless of the color of the skin, we're all Americans. I'm watching a show called Money Heist on Netflix.
Okay. I seen that. Okay. It's like I kept scrolling past it. I gotta watch that.
Gotta watch that. But that's a film shot over in Madrid, right? And all the people of that land, right?
Uh-huh.
It's just showing how they treat each other. And then they're all the same. Same way we should be treating each other here. Okay, the punishment should always fit the crime, and we don't get that here.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be a set of rules for Caucasian people or for brown people.
Yeah.
You understand? That's a problem. Mm-hmm. But going back to what I was saying about the control factor of we've been through religion, okay, and very few ministers have actually been able to step out of that box. But it has to happen because it's keeping people docile or using their own interpretation of something that's already been interpreted incorrectly in the first place. And the reason why I know this is because I do have some associates that have went back and actually read the ancient Hebrew version of the Bible, and it's really different.
Okay.
You'd be amazed at how well it's up with another religion than another. Okay, because there's more to it. Right. Jesus was a beast. You know what I mean? He fought for his. The whole turn the other cheek thing only applies to certain situations. When you're being oppressed, you're not supposed to be oppressed. You know?
Yeah, I do agree with that because it's like right now the way our mindset. You're right. I do agree with the fact that it shouldn't have took this long. Pretty much.
It should not have.
And I feel like our generation and your kids' generation, and when I have kids and their generation, are going to fight harder.
Way harder.
Harder. Yeah.
Look, if you even read the Bible, right? When they were trying to get it, when they were going over to trying to get their land back, God said them all. When they left Egypt, he killed all the first sons of everybody that wasn't. Everybody that didn't listen, he killed the first sons. God did. Right? But when it came down to going to war, because right now this is like war, you know? Yeah. Crush your enemy totally. That's one of the 48 laws of power.
Yeah.
Crush your enemy totally. Yeah. But you're never supposed to allow yourself to be oppressed. You're in a situation where you're being oppressed in any way, shape, or form. You got to get out of that situation. You have to overcome and conquer your enemy. Now, it doesn't mean that you go out and commit murder, but you murder that situation.
This is the time to pretty much to be alert. It's time to like even just check on your friends. Pretty much.
Gotta do
it. Speaking of friends, so one of my questions is like, how important is it to have that great circle with you, like the great circle of guys, whoever, females, with you, as far as like your mental health, as far as your goals? How important is that to you?
Dude, that's like one of the most important things ever. Like I hold you, you're like one of my best friends, real talk. You're doing some things, you know what I'm saying? You're doing big things. Wes, he's doing great things. You know what I mean? I won't tell his story. His story's already out there. But he's done some great things. He's an entrepreneur, and he works for himself. He is free. I got another friend, Ashley. She is phenomenal at what she does. You know what I mean? And she's handling her business. She's up and coming, and she's going to be a true powerhouse. You know what I mean? She really, her, and then there's my wife. I watched her. She's part of my circle. My wife, I put in regard as, she stands by me, by my side, and she makes sure that I'm on point at all times. Me in check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all my friends, everybody keeping each other checked, everybody checking on each other. You know what I mean? And then it's like, if I'm not reaching the mark, then I'm not reaching the mark. A cousin named Rocky. My cousin Rock has created literally millionaires from his advice.
Wow.
During the last cryptocurrency rush.
Yeah.
People have gotten truly paid.
Wow.
Now, then I got there's so many more that I can mention. You know what I mean?
Because I also was connected. Yeah.
I apologize. It's just
yeah.
I get excited even thinking about it, to be honest.
Me too. That's how I feel too. Like I get excited about CJ and Esther and what my fiance doing. So many people.
Yes. She's in your fiance. She's doing big things too. And I got some new friends, which I made through Ashley, because now that I am also on the side, I also sell AT&T products and services. AT&T has AT&T TV, AT&T Internet. I can also do direct TV. So if anybody wants that, as well as a cell phone, because you get an iPhone 11 for $0 to $200 down through AT&T. Just hit me up because I'm ready to
hear that. Huh? I said, y'all hear that? Talk to the audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and we got Quincy heading that up, and he's a phenomenal man that I've met through this whole thing. He's the CEO of BTG. And then there's Aunt Shay, who's really also another phenomenal entrepreneur that's out there doing this thing, So it's like really great that God has placed some people in my circle that have really keep me motivated. And then I can't forget Musu, who is my upline with selling insurance. She's another really good one. So anybody that wants to join, that wants to look into selling insurance, you can give me a call, because I'm looking for people to be that want to make some money.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. Yeah. I can definitely add to that, as far as like a circle is very important. Because at the time we first met, I had a lot. I was going through a lot of things, and I also like to add, like, far as like a circle should be a yes man, pretty much.
No. Oh, yes.
Also tell you things you need to hear. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's important, man. Like, definitely.
Yeah.
Because people that's going to challenge your thought process, compliment your thought process. You know what I mean? You need people that when y'all together, y'all flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we in the gym, we're flowing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna do leg day. So all right, let's get it. Do this. I'm gonna do this. Whatever it is, we're gonna rock it out. You know what I mean? I got people where I got friends where we get in the kitchen together, and the flow is phenomenal. You know what I mean? You got people that you draw energy from. You got people that give you energy. You have people that you give them energy because you're giving them life, because they see you. They're feeling it. And that's another thing. Is like, there's some things that have happened that are so amazing to me right now, but people are not hearing or seeing it because it's not out the way it should be.
I feel
we walk around with blinders on all the time, and if we open our eyes to see what's really happening, we'll notice that some of the stuff that we care about isn't really what's important. The things that's important really is our future. You got to watch and make sure that we're being taken care of in the country, not so much as our own little personal issues. Those are important, which those can be handled. But if our country's not being handled and taken care of and properly or in the right hands, then we're going to have a problem.
Yeah,
like we do right now.
It's definitely in the wrong hands, because I really feel like we got no leadership.
We do not. It doesn't make sense to say we need to slow down testing. That's why there's so many coronavirus cases. Oh, gosh.
Like,
have a glass of Lysol. Shut the
Like, did you just say that out loud?
There's some thoughts you're supposed to keep inside.
Yeah. It's really, if this is not the opportunity for people to go out and to vote, really,
right. No,
it's a wake up call.
Right. It's a wake up call.
This is a wake up.
Like, the whole thing of, and even with that, us as blacks, why is it up to figure out, or whether we're going to make a decision to allow blacks to vote still? Yeah. That's still out there. Why is that still out there every so many years?
Yeah. I think a lot of people feel like, I don't like that guy, but I can't stand that guy. So a lot of people feel like, I don't like either, so I'm not going to do anything. And that's the unfortunate part that keep happening over and over again. It's like, it's like you're asking a kid, like, what are you going for lunch? Broccoli or Brussels sprouts? He like, want neither. And like, I feel like the party has to present themselves like, what are you going to do for us? Not just get there. What are you going to do consistently to end certain things?
Exactly. What are you going to do that's going to be permanent, or really do a real job? I mean, granted, I don't mean to correct you on this, but broccoli and Brussels sprouts are good for you.
Yeah, that's the reason why I said kid.
For kids. But see, I like that when I was a kid. I'm a different type of kid. I've always liked the
you're different. I couldn't say that's cool though. That's cool.
I know, right? I'm wild. But that's like, so what do you want as a president? And this is where we're at for this election, right? Mm-hmm. Do you want some collard greens that are made with some turkey, smoked turkey? Or do you want some poop? That's our current election right now.
I could use some collard greens right now, but that does sound good.
Yeah, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean it's necessarily good for you, but we know for a fact that poop ain't good.
Yeah, but you got some people that's like, I'm loyal to the poop.
I'm loyal to the poop. Should I can smear that poop all over my face? That's how it goes. And you're like, what?
That is hilarious.
I mean, really, the poop likes to go ahead and grab him by the.
That is an amazing metaphor.
Right?
At this point, you gotta laugh and keep it trying.
You gotta laugh just to keep from
frustrated. I mean, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, when you have somebody that goes and turns around and shuts down what was put in place in order to stop the pandemics, and that has proven to work on 3 different pandemics, you have to sit there and think, what was the motivation behind the shutdown of that? It was racially biased.
Yeah.
No, racially biased.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing, what they've done throughout history, is they always want to make sure that certain people are not regarded, or there's no legacy left behind by certain people. Hence the reason why they don't teach about the Moors and the rules. So it's the same thing. They wanted to kill Obama's whole legacy.
Yeah.
That's why they talk about it.
That's
they don't want to call it the Affordable Care Act. They want to call it Obamacare. And that's a mockery name in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Really look at it. It's really the Affordable Care Act, not Obamacare. Because if you can't go and look up Obamacare and really get Obamacare,
yeah,
it's the Affordable Care Act. Just like when you ask some of those people that are loyal to the poop. So, what type of insurance would you rather have? Oh, I got a Affordable Care Act. I refuse to touch that Obamacare. Okay.
You're like, nah.
Don't. Oh. That was live, huh?
Hey, we ain't cutting it. Not sorry.
Put it out there. Let everybody
put it out there. They got common sense.
No, they really don't.
This has been a great conversation, right?
It has, man.
Before we wrap it up,
2
questions I want to ask you, right?
All right.
Like about self-love. One is, what does self-love mean to you, right? Mm-hmm. And my second question is, when you get up in the morning, you look in the mirror, what motivates you?
Oh, man. Up to me. But self-love to me is when I look at the world. It's when I make sure I take care of myself. I make sure that I'm eating right. I make sure that I exercise and don't just let my body go. Self-love to me is making sure that I keep educating myself consistently and never settling for wherever I'm at. Because I need to keep on moving forward. I need to keep on moving up. Not just across, I gotta go up at all times.
Yeah.
So for me, because my self-love is when I love my kids. You know what I mean? When I make sure that my kids grow up to do better and be better than I am. Mm-hmm. And that's some big shoes to fill. Real talk. Now, the other question about what motivates me in the morning.
Yeah.
Actually, I look at myself in the mirror and I think about, what do I need to do today? Who do I need to reach out and touch? Who do I got to touch? Who do I need to possibly touch? You know? Sometimes I look on Facebook and I look and see what my friends are doing. You know what I mean? Because mm-hmm. sometimes I can't reach out to them right then because I might be working or something. I do that to you every once in a while. You know what I mean? I see my brother, and making sure my kids are good, making sure my wife is good, making sure my friends are good, close friends are good, and making sure that the network of people that I have around me are doing good. That motivates me. When I see that they're going good, I'm trying to do better.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure that we all stay doing good. Like I told one of my friends recently, I told her, I said, yo, we're going to do this thing and we're rising up together, period. If I fall, I'm looking forward to somebody to help me up so I can get back, dust it off and keep it moving.
Yeah.
If I fall, I'm gonna pick you up. If you fall, bro, I'm going to pick you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, vice versa. Yeah.
Been there. I know.
Yeah.
It's like when we're in the gym, we got that 400 pounds on there.
Yeah.
And okay, I need a spot.
Help me.
You know what I mean? We will get in.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna tell you do one more because we're past that craziness.
We definitely gonna do that Monday.
We'll do that Monday for free. Oh, and push-up challenge today.
Okay.
I'm just like I'm putting that out there right now for you.
Say that again.
50 push-up challenge.
All right.
All right.
After I take my shots, because a victory, like you know, I do it.
There it is. Exactly.
Wrap this up.
Okay.
I just want to say I appreciate you for
Most
just coming on and sharing your story. I appreciate you for being one of my closest friends, and you helped me out in so many ways.
Yeah, you helped me too, man. For real. Real talk. Yeah, I appreciate you. Let me know if I can do this again, because I know we didn't get through everything, because I talk a lot.
It's cool. We can always, we'll do a part 2.
Okay, that'll work.
We can do a part 2. We can do a part 2 and go in a whole different direction. So yeah.
Right.
Definitely do this again. Before we wrap this up, before we go, anything you want to tell the audience as far as any advice, anything to leave them with as far as motivation?
Yes. Advice. I don't know if anybody knows, but the stimulus package that they put out there right now and that they've been putting out, the reason why you really get your stimulus money so quick was because they use XRP, which is cryptocurrency that you can buy on Coinbase, you can buy it on Binance. There's a couple different blockchains you can purchase it on. Right now, XRP is, give me a quick second.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I gotta talk about this because a lot of us don't even know and they think it's too risky. But XRP right now is 18 cents. You can purchase it, consistently purchase it. By 2023, mark my words, that price is going to be going through the roof. They're projecting for that thing that anywhere from $100 to $1,000.
Okay.
Get what you can, get it while you can.
Mm-hmm.
Once that stops, because that company has already created so many connections throughout the entire world. The Fed is already involved. The London banks are already involved. Brazil is involved. Japan is involved. So Bank of America is on it. So that's something that all of us, all people really need to look into this, because this is one of those things we're going to be able to take advantage of how you're going to become in a much better financial situation when this thing is all said and done. If we get shut down again, that depression is definitely coming. That's what they're trying to avoid. That's the only reason why they opened up in the first place. So be careful.
You know? That's a good point. We're definitely going to do part 2 as far as finance coming up with Lawrence, because he definitely got more to talk about. It's just, I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to just be a sponge and just soak it up. Again, I appreciate you, Lawrence. Before we go, is there anywhere people can reach you as far as social media, as far as Instagram, Facebook, and that, you know?
Hit me up on Facebook. That's probably one of the best ways to get me. Facebook is let me see, what is my name on Facebook? You know what it is? Hold on. Yeah, Lawrence C. Durden Jr. That's my Facebook. Okay. If you hit me up on Instagram, I believe my Instagram is, how do you find it? Lawrence, same thing. It's Lawrence Durden.
Yeah.
LAWRENCE, Durden. All one word for Instagram.
Gotcha. All right. Lawrence, appreciate you, bro. All right. Hold on one second.